So it may please the court. By before. And Tony, when he's asked as the opposing justice, that means President Bielska. Anthony Andrews wanted to move on to the Petrus, the Social Security, and the DH to the one of the Kobe Romanovs, which shows asking it to Belarus and to Vladimir's great uncles. Now, let's say your chemical the same way as the firing. Let's say we're doing a specific 5149 today's vote, and say the tariff, double bell cycle application 7382. Are we asking that before September, August will introduce? That means then we ask the majority in the House or the Senate. Let's get specific. The Jews, as we'll refer to of all the your honors, the discrimination, as we will argue, is non-radar detectable, it's non-sonar detectable, and Wansoon 16 Yaris and Hyphoons, Honest Johns. You can hold 2 chambers of it. 2 chambers means 2,794 degrees Celsius. Now, combustional compost state. That doesn't show kilometer to miles to the heat integration and efficiency. If those are the rest of the countries that had the ability to produce the mixture, as we will refer to it, but not, we wouldn't be asking that in viewable or it's not radar detectable. So that means then if we were going to ask the Yaris holds 16 chambers of the mixture. That means 17,974 degrees Fahrenheit if it was shot above or underwater. Judge Forrest, I guess this is the time I get to call you instead, Your Honor. This isn't how we see Johnstone, what we'll call the dad figure Mike, or more Lafferty. Those kind of things are important. With Rollins' song saying, all you guys, Suarez. When we get a little specific, the Greenland isn't the rest of the 13 destroyed and the 8 subs, which wouldn't mean every one of them have a Yaris and a Zarkon, no question. So if that's your bound for the sell-off, what would be the atypical and what you see as the discrimination in government contracting, government consulting, PhD in quantum mechanics, philosophy, organizational behavior management isn't good enough. The LLM at Harvard, when they were Bernard's 2 kids that were wondered as prime ministers themselves of their countries, Argentina and Luxembourg, in view of Leon, and wondering him as a first generation. Now, not like they matter. I wouldn't ask them as uncles. I wouldn't ask to live with them. I wouldn't move. My passport doesn't matter to my unemployment. That's not the same way as Jessica. What happens if Shenenska, and say Stalin's granddaughter, means that within 6 months of marriage, even if she's gay and it would have meant that Vladimir removes himself as prime minister, according to their constitution. That wasn't the issue, and other issue with Igor in England. Igor isn't Vladimir's son. That means the rest of the Vladimir's kids are the cousins and just pop up. That's we're doing certain things. Now, if she was more important, say she'd been with Mallory, Emily, and Alyssa as a bi-female, those aren't those type of questions, Your Honors. Bybee, this is our defense contracting agreement. Now, I still have the phone call record, meeting notes, and what you wonder as the box and the storage unit isn't the rest of the countries that have permission to know how to make it with validity. Validify 13 Nobels, 8 field metals, a non-radar detectable isothermonuclear or that heats up an area at minimum 974, 1,378, and the most efficient is 2,794 degrees Celsius. That's not the chemical. I guess trying to validate your PhD. Multi-phase dimensional research, R sigma gamma prime, P lambda rho tau applications of vector men prime, set of viral epidemiology, chemical moxie-fuel mixtures aren't multi-phase. The vector isn't the explosional efficiency, thermal detonation, and the application isn't above or below. If we needed tectonic, or if we needed on radar, sorry, Your Honors. That's not Marcus Millie the Wreath or Cornelius, as we'll call him, instead of Carl. That's not asking a Patriot Party and say free love and rock and roll. What about a Libertarian Party? A peace and love party? Oh, they're not capable. But we don't understand that, Your Honor. That's like asking you and any of you and a 4-star general to run for president on one of those parties and say an introduction of a third party.